Let's do another video about some equipment. I was supposed to do this on the last video, but my daughter pointed out that I skipped it. So what we're using here is a brand new Diamond C dump trailer. It's 6.5 wide by 12 feet, about 4 foot sides. So it's pretty good. It's got the telescopic cylinder on the front. We haven't had any issues with that. We just hooked up a wireless remote, my wife's favorite feature. Works pretty good. Like most people say, I'll try and put a link down in the description for the wireless remote. If we walk around this way, you'll notice that it has a tarp system to it. Even though I put the sides on it, it still goes up and over just fine. Haven't lost anything, or haven't had to relocate the tarp for any reason. Then over here you're going to see our signage that we made. We actually made these. My wife has a Cricut machine, and what she did was cut out these vinyl letters and we put them on a piece of plexiglass. I got the plexiglass at Lowe's, I think, and I just painted the back of it black with flat black paint. You can see it kind of came out real glossy, and we put the vinyl on the outside of it. And if we go around the back, you're going to see a couple of things back here. So this tailgate is a 3-way tailgate. It'll open like barn doors. It'll tip this way. If I'm loading the tractor in there or something like that, it works okay. We don't really use that a whole lot. And then it'll dump this way if you wanted to spread some gravel or some loam. If you look in the back, one thing I don't like about the Diamond C trailers is that they use these D-rings for tie-down points. And what happens a lot of times, stuff gets caught on there when you're dumping it at the dump. So we kind of have to be really careful, really when we're dumping, to make sure stuff didn't get stuck. All right, and then back around to this side. This trailer came with two 6,000-pound axles. Most standard is 7,000-pound axles. This one's a little lighter duty apparently, so it came with the 6,000 pound. I did have to buy a spare tire, didn't come with that. You can see signage on this side. So that's our trailer. That's what really got us into this business, was buying this dump trailer. So let's go take a look at the truck. And for the truck, we've got a 2018 Ford F-250. It's the gas job. I didn't really want a diesel when I bought this one. I bought it a couple of years ago when I was still in the military. It's been a great truck. You want to make sure that whatever truck you're using, you've got some four-wheel drive and some good tires, because you're going to get stuck in these landfills, or if you're like us up here in Maine, you're going to have some snow, some ice, some whatever you got to deal with. So make sure you got some decent tires. All right, now let's take a look at what we carry in the truck. This is everything that we have in the truck that makes our job easier. I'm going to start on the tailgate over here. One of the most important things is make sure you have a good pair of gloves. I use these gloves here. I don't know, Carhartt gloves. They're really good. They get a little wet and a little stiff, but they loosen right back up pretty quick. If we're moving a lot of stuff inside, I like to use these cloth ones that kind of have a little bit of a rubber grip to them. They work really good, and they're throwawayable. Just dispose of them as they wear out. If it's something wet, or if you really want to protect your hands, if it's something gross or disgusting, we like to put these rubber gloves underneath. Put these on first, and then put these over the top of those rubber gloves. And I do that sometimes with these because wet leaves and stuff will get through. Another thing we did was we bought a DeWalt kit. So the kit came with a Sawzall. Of course, we knew we were going to need a Sawzall, a drill, an impact driver. We have another drill. This cool little multi-tool cutter. That works great if we're doing demolition of like a kitchen and we have to cut a piece of trim or molding. Sawzall's great for decks and stuff like that. Of course, we got some batteries. The battery charger is in the back seat of the truck, because Fords have this nice 110 plug-in, so we can put all that right in the back of the truck, in the back seat, and they'll charge while we're driving. Assortment of Sawzall blades. I haven't really found one that I like the best. But I'll let you know if I find one that works perfect. Then a hammer, little wrecking bar, loppers if we have some tree branches we got to get after. Random straps, just keep them in a milk crate. Works pretty good. Pull them out as I need, and then tools to change the tire on the dump trailer. All right, moving to the side. The most important thing is trash cans. Now we have 2 of them because I'll take one in to a house, let's say a basement or whatever. I'll put it downstairs. The wife will be filling it up while I'm hauling out the full one. That seems to work the best. Or if it's something light, we both use one. You know, that's fine too. Got a dolly. I don't necessarily recommend this dolly. We got it from Lowe's. It had the rubber air-filled tires on it. We already had to put a set of wheels on it that were not air-filled wheels. These are solid wheels. For demolition work, we use a chainsaw and a sledgehammer. That's how you get all of this stuff down, other than a tractor or an excavator. Of course, use the Sawzall if you got nails, whatever. If not, that chainsaw just rips through anything. And then we got an assortment of brooms. Brooms are important because you want to leave your customer's job site clean. If you're doing inside of a garage or a basement or in a house, you want to be able to sweep up the little remnants, the little pieces. And it really goes a long way with a customer. I think that, you know, you're removing their junk, but you're leaving it really clean and presentable, and that's what they like. A few outdoor pieces, some rakes, some shovels, whatever. The most important shovel there is are these barn shovels. You can put a lot of waste in one of these things, whether it's outside in the driveway or in the yard. We're going to use the metal one. But you can use them inside too. If you've got a kid's bedroom that had toys everywhere and you got to get rid of all that stuff, use the plastic one. You're not going to hurt the floor. You're not going to hurt the carpet or anything like that. With a metal shovel, just use a plastic one. The other important stuff is the stuff you don't think about. In this clipboard, I have my calendar. I use Docket, and I have a Docket app on my phone. What if my phone breaks? What if I forgot to put it in Docket? Because, you know, that might happen. I don't know. So we keep a calendar in here. We kind of jot down just the name and the phone number of where we're going for the day. We keep this, it's not a receipt book, it's a sales order book. Some of those customers want a receipt right now. We can do that through QuickBooks app on my phone. Do an invoice or whatever, but if they just want a hand jammed one, they're giving us a cash or check, and they just want something real quick, we'll do this, and then we'll transfer that with that number into QuickBooks so that it all ties together. Pens, got to have a pen for that book, right? And then in here, and I've talked about it in the groups a little bit, some of the Facebook groups, this is the QuickBooks credit card reader. This thing is amazing. It's Bluetooth. I don't have to have it corded to my phone. I can charge it in the truck as we're driving if I need to. I haven't even really needed to charge it yet. But the great thing about this is right across here is a little screen, and it shows the customer the price that I am charging to their card. So I let the customer hold this. I hold my phone. I put that payment in there, what their name is and all that, and they see that before they ever put their card in. So once it tells them to put their card in, they can either put it in, they can swipe it, or they can tap it. That's important, especially nowadays, because some people, their chips don't work, you know, so on and so forth. They can just tap their card and it comes right out. As soon as they put it in, I'll have a spot on my phone where they have to sign with their finger, and then it's, you know, off to the bank. I usually get that payment within 24 hours. Depends on when they swipe their card or whatever. And we keep that right in there. All of this stuff down in the bottom. In case I need it for a commercial contract or company, I've got our liability insurance. Got a copy of that. I got a copy of our LLC in case anybody's needing that for whatever reason. All right, so that's pretty much it. That's the equipment we keep on the truck. That's what we drive for a truck. That's what we have for a trailer. Next week, we're buying a Raw Max RXD. I believe it's a 14-foot gooseneck roll-off trailer. That comes with two 15-yard bins, and then we're going down to Southern Maine to a dealership. We're buying two brand new ones too. So we're going to start with four 15-yard dumpsters. I've already contacted a fabrication shop to see if we can professionally raise the sides on at least one of those to make it a 20-yard. I'm going to see what that looks like and see what they can do to make it look like it's stock. I don't want some crap on there. I want it to look good and look decent for these sitting in these customers' yards. We haven't figured out if we're going to do the branding on the dumpsters with our Cricut. My wife is really good with the Cricut. She did these shirts. Amazing shirt, amazing work. She's done our signs. She did us some coffee cups, some marketing stuff like that. Really can't do full scale, like, you know, handing it out as marketing wares, but it's fun to have, you know, your own coffee cup with your business name on it. So we don't know if we're going to use that for the branding on the dumpsters or if we're going to actually go somewhere professional and get that done. A lot of traffic today. Wherever we go, we're going to get the truck either wrapped or just lettered. We're not sure yet. A wrap is pretty expensive, but we'll see. We'll see how all that turns out. So leave down in the comments what you see that you want more information on, what you see that we're missing, because I'm sure we're missing something. We haven't needed anything yet that we don't have, but I'm sure that there's something out there that's going to make our jobs easier, more efficient, and yeah, so let us know. Thanks for watching.